What's up, you guys? As you can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be making cornbread chili bowls for my husband. And it was actually really difficult finding something to cook tonight because there's always the same thing when you look up vegan recipes. Like, there's always literally the same thing. There's never nothing new. So I had to think to myself, what is something that I like to eat that I can make vegan? So I used 3 bell peppers for this recipe just because I wanted a lot of vegetables since there wasn't going to be no meat, like no type of Beyond Meat. And that's another thing. Anytime I try to look up a recipe, people always are trying to use Beyond Meat or some type of meat like replacement, and I don't cook with that kind of stuff. So yes, I use all 3 colors of the bell peppers just for a pop of color. Then you're going to want to take 1 potato, make sure that you wash it and then peel it, and then cut it up real small, like very tiny, because it'll cook faster and just tastes better that way. Most people probably don't use potatoes in chili, but I'm going to use it because I just want it to be very flavorful, and I just wanted to have just more than just beans and tomato sauce. I wanted there to be like a whole bunch of different textures, a whole bunch of different flavors, just for it to just be very good, you know? After everything is cut up, you want to put some oil in a pot and let it heat up, and then start pouring everything into the pot just so it can get like a sear on the onions and peppers and potatoes. To me, it just tastes better that way. I like for my peppers and onions to have a grill mark on them, kind of a grill taste on them. So that's why I put them in the skillet first before pouring them into the pot with everything else. And then I season them with onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and I think it's called adobo. This right here is literally my favorite season. It's by Goya, I think. It's literally my favorite seasoning. It tastes so good. I literally put it on everything. And then I pour both my beans in this strainer, and I'm about to rinse them off. Somebody told me that you're supposed to leave your juice in the can and pour it in your chili, but I don't know. To me, that just seems nasty because the juice just looks nasty. It'd be all slimy. I'm just going to clean and rinse my beans just to be sure, and we're going to get the flavor by using vegetable broth. I did this backwards. I normally pour my tomato sauce first, but oh well. So yeah, add your tomato sauce and your beans into the pot, and then pour your seared peppers and onions and tomatoes all in the pot. Mix it all up together. Now, I didn't came up with the corn idea from white chicken chili, so I'm kind of just creating my own recipe as we go. But it's all right because it's all going to taste just fine. Now this vegetable broth is supposed to make up for the juice that you poured drained from your beans, if you decide to drain your juice from your beans. I did. And then I add some tomatoes in there and and some of this chili sauce seasoning packet. Chili keeps cooking and you keep stirring it around, you're gonna want to keep tasting it just so you can like get it to your desired taste. So that's why I keep adding garlic powder and onion powder. Okay, now we're gonna start working on our cornbread. The cornbread is vegetarian, but they do still want you to use egg. So if you don't have just egg and you don't want to use just egg, you can actually buy flaxseed and put some of the flaxseed and mix it with some water, and it will actually give you like egg consistency. You just have to let it sit for probably about 15 to 20 minutes. I didn't let mine sit all the way, so don't make that mistake because I actually needed to get some more. I use 2 boxes of cornbread, and for every box of cornbread they want you to use 1 egg. So here's me trying to get my 1 egg out of the flax seeds, which as y'all can see, I did not even get 1 egg worth out of that. So definitely make sure that you use more flax seeds or let it sit longer. I don't know where I made the mistake at, but yeah. Also 1/3 cup of milk. So instead of milk, you can use almond milk. I didn't get the whole 1 egg out of the flaxseed. I did have difficulty mixing this up, so I ended up having to use more almond milk because I didn't want to do more flax seeds because it was taking a long time for the flax seeds to like marinate into like egg consistency. Also, I haven't really made cornbread a lot, so I'm not sure if this is the consistency the cornbread is supposed to be, but it was good, so maybe it was right. I also like my cornbread to be sweet like cake, so I used honey and brown sugar. I was so excited to use my new pots that I ordered from Amazon. This is my first time getting to use this little circle pan, but it actually fit perfect. Before the cornbread gets ready to come out the oven, I like to melt vegan butter and honey. That way I can paint it over top of the cornbread. So when the cornbread finally came out the oven, I was so excited to paint the top. I just thought I was just making this magnificent meal. And then my man, he came in the kitchen. He was like, how you gonna know if that's done? And I kind of got offended because I'm like, I know it's done. Like, it was supposed to be in here for 20 minutes and I left it in here for longer than 20 minutes. So I start cutting around the cornbread and then I stopped because I realized that there was cake batter on the knife as I kept pulling the knife in and out of the cornbread. So I was getting discouraged a little bit because I just made this whole video so excited about making this cornbread chili bowl, and then the cornbread ain't even done. But once I took the middle of the cornbread out and I put it back in the oven, it was fine. It took probably about 20 more minutes for it to cook all the way through. And don't judge me. I know it's not a perfect circle, but oh well. Here's me filling the chili bowl up with chili, and it turned out amazing. My man, he really liked it, so that's all that matters. Thank you for watching this video. That's the end.